Hi and welcome back to another video. So it's been almost a year since we started working on the 3-bedroom house. That is our very first project here in the Asebu Pan African Village, and so far so good. We've made so much progress with it. Even though we haven't been working on it on a very fast pace, we still have gotten far. Now the owner is going to be coming to Ghana sometime next month, that's February, and we've had to prepare the master bedroom, the washroom, and then also the kitchen, so she's able to stay in here once she pays a visit. So today's video, I'm going to walk you through some few things that we've done and some of the things that we are yet to do. So without not talking further, let's just go ahead and then get started. So I'm going to flip over my camera, and in your shot is the 3-bedroom house from the front part of it. So I'm sure you can see so many things. Well, yeah, they're trying to carry the slab, and anyway, so these are some of the challenges sometimes we encounter over here. So in your shot, aside the building itself, you notice that we've done a dwarf wall, fence wall around the property. So this is like about 4 course of block, and then you have columns within it, so it goes all the way around the property. You will notice that even from the drone shot, the land is not in a perfect square. So that is some of the challenges we've had to deal with so many places that we are building. Almost a lot of the plots are not in a perfect square, so you have a very weird shape look of the land. Anyway, so we've done a dwarf fence wall, and the idea was to be able to have the demarcated point for the land, so know the boundary. Aside from the dwarf fence wall we've done, we've also leveled the compound a bit. So we had some excess dirt or laterite and then some sand from the fence wall we did, so we used some in doing the filling. And yeah, so we've done part of the compound. So that's it all around. Now you notice that we didn't paint the bottom part of this fence wall, because the idea is we are going to be creating a layer on top before we continue up. Because of how it happened over here with rains and everything, it didn't really permit us to do that. So we'll be creating a barrier using a damp-proof course on top before we continue laying the blocks up, so that it helps prevent or checks damp. A lot of times I see people do fence wall and then they use blocks as their columns. Well, some places it does work, but it's not always the situation that it works. So most of the time, I really advise that it's best to have steel in your columns, so it is able to really serve its purpose. So it makes the whole, whether building or fence, very, very firm. So at every interval of 10 feet, we introduce a column, and you notice the size of the column as well as the number of steel that's placed in it. Anyway, so that's just about it. Now, aside from that, also just outside the building, we've also done the Soakaway, which is right over where they are. Initially, we wanted to construct a septic tank. However, looking at pricing and what goes into it, we decided to go with a Biodigester. So the Biodigester has been done right by the Soakaway. So let's just get a bit closer and look at the Soakaway system. So the Soakaway is 6 feet square, and then a depth of 9 feet. So that is it. It goes all the way down. Yes, it goes all the way down. Then you have the Biodigester to it over here. When I was able to a conchen cacao, so what you say now? Space in here, even. Yeah. So the Biodigester is there. We've done all the materials that needs to be inside. We're just covering it now. Now, aside from that, also outside we've done the plumbing works, so you can see we have our soil line as well as the waste pipe. So we have our vent, our vent over here. So after every interval, we place in a clean out. Now the purpose of this is to be able to help sort of clogged drain or blockage. So once there's any challenge, or once we are servicing or doing some form of maintenance, then we are able to pass in something that is able to push whatever it's inside if we are having or experiencing blockage. So you'll notice that after every interval, we have the clean out coming out. We are able to open the access cap, and then you push whatever rod that has to go into it to have that done. Now for the soil or for the waste system, we have a separate line or a separate pipe for the waste, which is the soil waste or the solid waste, and then we have a separate line or separate pipe for the wastewater from the bathroom and then the kitchen. So you notice we have the 3 inches pipe for that, and then the 4 inches for the soil waste or the solid waste. So the pipe goes all the way because we have a washroom here. So you have the bathroom, you have the toilet area over here. So you have pipe coming here, and then once you go all around to the other side where the master bedroom is, you see the pipe as well. So this side is the kitchen area. Let me go all the way through to the master bedroom. So this is the master bedroom area. You notice we have the waste pipe, the 3 inches, and then the 4 inches. So from the very beginning, when we did the planting of pipes within the foundation, you notice we used 2 inches and then 4 inches for the soil waste. So we've had to convert from 2 inches to 3 inches because the distance is quite long from here all the way through to the Soakaway. Now, aside from that, also we've had to do the service line, connecting pipe into the water into the house. That is the bathrooms, the kitchen, and that's the bathroom around this area, the kitchen, and then also the bathroom around the other side. And for that, we've had to use PPL pipe for that. That's the green pipe. So the PPL pipe is able to serve both cold and hot water. So that's what we've done outside. And then also we have the water storage tank platform also done. Now, because of how event turned regarding the land, initially this was not where we intended to place the water storage tank, but looking at the best possible place to put it, we decided to go here because when you notice this side of the wall is a blank wall, there isn't any window. Now around there, the entire building, you notice there are windows almost at every point. So in order not to prevent airflow into the house, we decided to position it at this point because this place is blank, so we don't have any window over here, so that this is able to store water and then serve the house. Aside from that, also we have the water pump and then a booster which has been installed, as well as the water filter, which is also to help filter the water which is going to go into the house. So it filters the water from the tank through to the pump, and then from the pump there's another filter. It goes in through before it goes into the house. Now eventually this is going to be covered with a cage so that we don't have anybody coming by just carrying the pump away. Yes, so that is what it is here. Also regarding water, we are currently in talks with a neighbor, next neighbor, to see if they'll be willing to share their borehole. The feedback has been positive so far, so we are looking at having everything finalized, and then we can have borehole shared among these two properties, what I have been encouraging or advocating for some time now. Anyway, so from the back part, if you come back to the front, which is very busy with so many things, you have the flower bed, some flowers in it. We planted some flowers, and so far they are doing well. And then I think basically that is some of the things that we've done outside. So for the building, we saw the outside ceiling that was done, and then the inside ceiling as well. So now let's take a walk inside and see some of the things that we've done inside. And yeah, but before then, you notice that the windows have been also installed for the entire building. So now let's take a walk inside. So we've been trying to clean up since we're almost through with the things that we've had to do here, and then the owner is going to be staying here for some time. Aside from that, we've also installed the internal doors for the rooms, some parts of the room. So this is the kitchen, and then the doors, we've installed beam doors. So if you look at this is a beam door with smaller panels as compared to what I use for my building. We've also installed the architrave around it, so you can see the architrave all around, and we've had it sprayed. So this has been sprayed. We will have to clean because they just did the painting work some few days ago, and then the sandpaper, the dust from the sandpaper, has created some dust around the door. So we installed the door for the kitchen area. We also installed it for the utility area, and then the bedroom, and then also the washroom. So let's take a look at the kitchen. We've had it painted just to be able to use it once the owner is here. So this is it. The color is off-white color. Let me just try and turn on the light so it looks a bit bright in here. Okay, so let me go over here and turn here the light on here. So this is an off-white color. Yes, and you also notice that we've done some tile work. So we've done tile works for the areas I spoke about. That's the kitchen, the utility room, and then the master bedroom, because that's the immediate places she's going to be using once she's here. So yes, this is what a kitchen looks like. Really nice. We've done the ceiling. So as part of the painting, we painted the ceiling. So this one has to be pushed back inside. We painted the ceiling and then painted the walls of white. And this leads to the back of the house. So we are still doing some cleaning. We are not done. We will need to have all the doors cleaned and then oil the hinges. So from here now, let's take a walk into the other space over here. So we have the utility room. So this is the utility room where we have the solar system here. Now, let me just talk a little bit about the tiles. So the tiles, we have a wooden effect floor tiles, which is 20 by, is it 80? I think 20 by 80 centimeters. Yes. And it spans from that side through to this side and then through to the master bedroom. So you can see we have the architrave here as well. Let me just turn on the light for this area. So we have the architrave here as well. Yes, and we have the beam door. So let me just close this door. So this is what it looks like once it's closed. Yes, so this is the utility room. There's the door for the utility room. You can see that. And once you take a walk into the master bedroom, yes, you notice it's a very spacious room. So this is 14 by 12? Oh no, 14 by 14 feet. But that side is about 16 feet. So it's 16 feet all the way from that side to this side. And this side is 14 feet, and this side is also 14 feet. Yes, so the ceiling works also done here. Let me turn on the light. Yes, that's what it looks like over here. We've painted the walls as well as the burglar proof. Yes, and we have the doors also installed. So the doors, we did install the locks for them. So these are quality Italian locks. And then also this is the doorway that leads into the ensuite washroom. So in the washroom, we've also done the tile work. Yes, you notice there's not a full tile work. It's just some parts of the walls. So this is what it looks like. So it's blended with paint. And we've also installed the sanitary appliances. So we have for the shower, we have for the WC, and then we have for the basin. So the basin, we went with a pedestal basin. It has both hot and cold. The shower also has hot and cold, and that's the heater which will be producing the hot water. And then you have the standing shower or the 3-in-1 shower as well. So this is quite a very good or big space, I must say. You can see, yeah. We are still looking at probably just to put some glass over there, or shower glass over there, to create sort of like a barrier from the WC area. So maybe this space is just going to be open, and then that side is going to be covered too. We are still looking at that. Maybe we'll get that done, but so far so good. This is what the washroom looks like. It's also been painted. and the ceiling work's done, the walls done, and then we have the sanitary appliances also installed over here. So for the wall tiles we used, is it 20? I think 20 by, is it 45? Yeah, or 50, yeah. 20 by 50 centimeters, if I'm right. Yes, but so that's the wall tiles, and this is what it looks like in the washroom. Yeah, so we have 2 drainages. So we have one floor drain over there in the corner, and then we also have one here, so that in case there's excess water here, it's able to drain the water. And then we have the mirror and stuff. So let's just look at my face. Hello. Anyway, so we for the setup we have over here, we probably might change it sometime to come. This is just to be able to accommodate her once she's here. So there's a section behind it where we've made provision for light, so we'll have a mirror light. Maybe we might even change the mirror, that will be later, but for now this is what we have. We have a socket over there in case you just want to plug in something. You have a towel ring, and then also from here we have the water heater. So this is a 10 liters water heater, and then you have the towel reel also over there. So far, this is what has been done, both inside and outside. Yes, and let me just turn off the lights. So what we are left to do to be able to have her stay in here is to clean the floor, the doors, install the curtains for the windows. So far we've not done the condition installation yet. I think maybe that will be some time later. So that is also yet to come. And then prepare this place for her to be able to stay in here once she's in Ghana. So far so good. It's been a bit of a challenge in this recent days trying to get a lot of things done. We are driving here and there, getting materials from Accra, because some of the materials are very difficult to come by around Asebu and Cape Coast. So yes, so far so good, and I'm really glad things have turned out really great, because we've got only some few days for her to come, and I think we are even about 95% through with all the things that we've had to do. So far going forward, some of the works that we'll be doing while she's here is to do the skirting for the towel. So for the skirting, she prefers to use wood, so we'll be using wood for the skirting instead of the towels. And then after that, we'll also be doing the towel work for the living area, and then the corridor from here to the outside, and then the bedrooms here as well. We'll be doing the towel works, and then we install the appliances or the fittings for the washrooms and get the whole place ready. But so far so good. We'll be receiving her some few days to come, and she's going to be able to stay in here at Asebu. So I'm sure I probably will have a word with her, share with you once she's here, so that she also gives us feedback on her impressions so far, what she sees, and maybe some of the things that we can improve going forward. But as you can see, this is what we've been up to. And aside from this, we've also been working hard on our other projects. Maybe I'll be sharing that with you in some time to come. So currently he's covering the Biodigester, and then we are going to be covering the Soakaway also. So that is just going to be about it for this video. I'm very glad you did stay true to the end of the video to see all the things we've been up to. I hope you do subscribe and share with others the good works we are doing here in Asebu and beyond. And yes, so that'll be just about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.